Well, well, well. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Minecraft video. And today's the day. We are going to start working on the castle. And you might be saying, you said that every video. Well, today we're actually going to do it. We're going to try to do this all in one video. It's going to be a big build, so I'm not sure if we're going to get it all done. It might be a part 1, part 2. You will see. If you didn't see my last video, I built this kind of like village up here on top of the wall. It's just 3 houses, but that's all I could fit. They're like hanging houses. It's kind of cool. Hanging down the wall a little bit, hanging over this little road that I built. This was in a little short. This was just a small little thing to make the houses feel like they're not just hanging over, you know, dirt. So, yeah, pretty cool build. Good start for the city. I think this is the road I'm going to go with for many of the city streets. Just kind of like a stone cobble gray with some sprinkling of dirt in there. And then obviously there's going to be foliage, guys. I'm so sorry. It's going to be my city. There's going to be foliage. Anyway. Yeah. The castle, I'm going to put it here in this here corner. So my plan right now is it's going to be pretty big. I think I'm going to first lay it out with some wool blocks. I don't want it to be unreasonably big, but I also need it to be pretty big. So, yeah, I'm going to lay it out with wool blocks, and then we can kind of go over the idea of what exactly I'm building everywhere. And yeah, that's going to be the plan. So let's start that planning step, and then I'll talk to you guys shortly after. Alrighty, that's probably a good start. This is just gonna be the sketch though, so there's definitely gonna be more, or like it might be smaller, but that's gonna be a pretty big castle. I think it's not too terribly big. It just leaves lots of room for city, but it's pretty big. So the thought process is this is gonna be your upper keep. That's gonna be like a king's, I guess, palace or throne room there. That's going to be some kind of a religious building, either a chapel or a cathedral kind of looking thing, kind of built into the rock face. This is going to be like an external defensive building. We have some of like the king's like private buildings, like private apartments and whatnot. And then down here in the lower part of the castle, we'll have like a stables, a blacksmith, a barracks, an armory, that kind of stuff. And then up here, I don't know if this is going to be like another kind of like guard station or what this is gonna be yet, but there's gonna be a tower at the very least, and then that's a big old fountain. So yeah, that's the plan. And I want the water to kind of like go down the tiers of the castle. This is gonna be raised up, this back part. I'm gonna raise it up a couple blocks. I don't want it to be on the same level as this. I want this to be lower, so I want there to be like a walkway here. Stairs going up, and then stairs going up here this way, and then the stairs going up this way are going to go into the upper part of the castle there. So yeah, it's all just flat right now because I didn't do any of the, I didn't sketch out any of the elevation changes, but we changed a little bit. And there's your front gate there. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. It's a big castle. It's gonna take a while, guys, but that's okay. That's okay. So like, think about it. Once we have the castle, we can build the rest of the city. It's gonna be super cool. So, yeah, I think the next thing is I'm going to build up the elevation changes, kind of build a platform to start building everything on, and then I think I want to start on the inner keep here first, then build my way out. So that's the plan. Let's do this. Let's break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, check that out. We have the upper part of the citadel kind of laid out, and that's a lot of cobblestone. Kind of reminds me of another wall. Oh no, it's all just cobblestone city. It's all just cobblestone city. Okay, so yeah, upper citadel is done slash laid out at least. There's a lot of open space, so I might kind of expand some of this stuff and make it a little bit wider, fill the space out more. I do kind of like this waterfall coming out of this cliff up here. Maybe the chapel church thing kind of goes through and incorporates that waterfall. That might be cool. Yeah. What else? I might put another tower up there too. That's like a good spot for a tower. I don't know. I also think that the upper part is like much bigger than the lower part. Maybe that's okay. Especially because I think I'm gonna have the wall kind of like come out here and just be a little bit wider too, so it'll all look more castle-y instead of just this big platform structure. I think next I'm going to fill out the lower part and kind of like same deal that I did up here and kind of like sketch it out with actual cobblestone and put foundations and stuff. And then I want to come up here and work on the upper part first. I think that's going to be today's effort is working on the upper part. See how much of that we can get done in kind of one shot here. So that's the plan. But yeah, next I'm going to fill out the bottom part and we're going to have a full cobblestone behemoth monster cobblestone. So okay, that was your update. Be back soon. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. That's the bottom part laid out too. So it's going to be like this nice tiered structure. It's going to be a massive castle. But I think it's going to look really good when it's done. It's going to have a big old building there, big old building there, some nice pretty buildings around here. I think I want to kind of continue on with these like pointed roofs from the towers and kind of incorporate that over here with the white walls. So I might be doing like this German Gothic kind of look. We'll see how close I can get to that. But yeah, that's gonna be the castle. Pretty cool. Okay, so what's next is going to be I think I want to like start laying out the keep. Maybe we'll work on that building. Who knows? Who knows? We'll start on that building and see where the wind takes us. Oh boy, this is gonna be a big project. Hope you guys have some popcorn. This is gonna be a long one. Alrighty. There we go. We've got a couple buildings. The Great Hall looks like a cathedral, and the chapel looks like a townhouse. Yeah, I don't know. I went with the King's Gold, kind of like painted golden color of the chapel here, and then the Great Hall. I don't hate it. It's just not. It looks kind of like a mission or like a cathedral, and maybe it'll be cool once the rest of the castle is built around it. Maybe it just looks a little funky right now, but I do like the built into the mountainside kind of feel. Kind of neat. Gotta do something else with this guy. I don't know yet what I'm gonna do though. I don't like it that much. I think part of it's the roof, and yeah, the strip birch doesn't work for me either. I don't think. I'll keep messing with it. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I think next I'm going to work on. I'm gonna build the fountain, I think, or like fill out this middle area. Castle just feels kind of small, you guys. Like compared to the other castle. Give me 1 second. Let's go look at the other castle. Okay, so this is the other castle I have built. I mean, I guess it's not that much bigger. They're not too different. That one actually might be bigger than this one. I think it's just how much is like packed in here. I don't know. Okay. I wanted to come back here and look at what I got. The signs here. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna change some stuff around over on the other castle with the roofs at least. I like this roof better. Kind of like this roof better, I think, with the differences. I'm gonna bring some of that design over into the other one. I don't know, you guys. Newcastle's proven to be a little difficult. Alright, you guys. Does it really count as stealing if it's my own design? That looks way better, honestly. I mean, it's still... I think it still needs a little bit of something on the roof. But it looks much better. Maybe it's the door. The door doesn't look right. Shouldn't be like this double angle. It should be like that, maybe? Perhaps? Perhaps? Something like that, maybe? A little better? I don't know. Either way. Okay. Back to what I was doing. Chapel, and the not cathedral keep. Looking pretty solid. Next I'm going to do this courtyard here, and I want to put that fountain in, or I'm thinking maybe a tree. So you know how, I don't know if you guys have seen my previous videos, like the cathedral over in Ratton, and I think there's even one in the castle over there. It's the tree that I have like the hanging glowberries from, and it's kind of like this motif that floats through the rest of the world as a, I don't know, symbol of whatever, indicative of important buildings, I guess. Maybe I'll put one of those smack dab in the middle here. That'd be kind of neat. Maybe off to the side. I don't know. I do want to incorporate this mountain into the build, so maybe the keep will kind of like pop back out over here with a tower or something. But pretty cool. I would say this would be a very difficult castle to attack. It does look kind of cool. The towers are kind of menacing. Need to be some windows there. Not face. Yeah. Coming through the gate here. If you were coming through this gate into the city, that's what you would see. Not too bad. Okay. Anyway, enough procrastinating. I'm going to work on the courtyard. Alrighty, there we go. We have a fountain, and then I made a executive decision. We're going to do pine trees, or like, you know, fir trees or whatever you want to call them, up here, because this castle is kind of up on a mountainside, and yeah, we're gonna pretend like it's high enough to have fir trees and stuff. I don't know. It'll break up the rest of the city, you know, make it different from Ratton, I guess. So we got that, and then I added this building here, and that's kind of the roof I'm going for. It's tall. It's really tall, but that's gonna be okay, I think, because from like over this way, it's gonna look freaking big and imposing, you know. Maybe these buildings on this side I won't do that, just so you can see you can still see like the keep behind it, or I might even make the keep a little taller just to stick over those buildings, and then yeah, I don't know. It's kind of cool though, definitely like gothic looking, so kind of the plan, yes. Kind of a cool sight line right there, so I'm gonna keep that. Anyway, I got 3 more buildings to build up here on this upper level, not including like, the upper level, you know, upper level squared, cubed. Is this Minecraft? I don't know, maybe. I think these buildings I'm gonna make a little smaller. Again, I wanna make sure we can see that keep there. And then all these buildings up here are gonna be like the king's private, like private apartments, private buildings. Just need to do a kitchen somewhere. So, how would the food get into the keep, into the Great Hall? Not the keep. I'm calling this the keep. The whole thing's the keep. This is the Great Hall. I mean, maybe the kitchen could like come off this way. It'll be like connected in here or something. Have another little courtyard there. But yeah, it's starting to read like a castle courtyard, honestly. And then you see I have these like little streams coming off of the fountain. I want these to kind of track all the way through the castle, so I want there to be like water coming down all the way through. That would be pretty cool. So yeah, next I'm going to finish up these buildings here, and then try to make this look a little bit more castle-y, castle-ish. That's the next plan. So alright, ladies and gentlemen, 2 more buildings. It's kind of take a little bit to build, but they're really cool. Look at this courtyard. This courtyard's pretty sweet. Very, very royal. Very castle-y. Need some details, probably, you know. But, yeah. I like the courtyard. Just like walking in from over here. Pretty sweet little look. Some more trees too. I'll probably have some trees like up on the mountainside. Yeah. That's that. I think I am gonna build the keep a little taller because like you can see it from ground level. Kind of. You can see the very tops of the towers over there. On the wall you can see it. Peeking out back there. Yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it. Maybe it's not meant to be seen from ground level, you know? Keep it nice and hidden. What's next? I think we'll build up this building here. And then add a little bit of details, and that might be it for today, guys. That's like the top of the castle, pretty much complete. Then we just have that lower courtyard. So, yeah. Pretty freaking cool. I was also just thinking that, like, if somebody was sieging this castle, it'd be really easy to take over. Like, to be honest. Like, it's just straight shot straight to the Great Hall. But maybe maybe that's okay. Maybe that's okay. Well, like, think about it. If they're going to be sieging it, they'd have to come through this big wall too, you know? Who's going to get through the Great Wall? Nobody. And nobody can come from that way. It's illegal. So, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to build this building. I don't think it's going to be another one of these styles. It might be like a ballista tower or something kind of cool, like a bunker. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna do that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. That's some detail work done. Let's take a quick little walkthrough of what we got done today, because I think we got a lot done today. We laid out the whole castle, so that's pretty cool. And then we built this keep. I keep calling it a keep. It's the Grand Hall. It's the Great Hall. Okay, I built this Great Hall. Don't look inside. We'll work on that. We'll do some off-screen mining for that one. We got 3 buildings done. Pretty cool, pretty cool. This big old fountain, the chapel, that tree. You know, we've got a little shooting area right over here. I don't know if this is gonna be a good spot. Maybe we do like one of these. Yeah, that works. You can shoot down. Yeah. Okay, sorry, got sidetracked. So we got this little shooting area, and then if you come over here, we've got another little area. Another tree. We got this little shooting area up here, and then this goes into nothing right now. But I think I want to have an inside of the mountain part of this castle. How cool would that be to have like some storerooms and stuff kind of like weaving throughout the mountain? So I think we're going to do that. But yeah, that's pretty much all we got done. I say all we got done. We placed hundreds of blocks today, guys. Pretty good. Yeah, we will finish the castle in the next video. We'll do a part 2 here. This is just a lot for one video. This is going to be a long one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Yeah, if you want to see the remainder of this castle be built, subscribe, like the video, comment. If you guys have something else you want to see me build, I have a lake right now. That's in the queue for builds. Anything else you guys want to see me build, let me know. Let me know what you think of this castle. Do you like it? Do you think it's stupid? Do you think I should add certain things? Whatever, let me know. So yeah. Anyway, that's all I've got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and peace.